No.
No!
No!
Did we win?
Okay,
Did
but
we win?
we win.
We win,
one,
yeah.
yes.
Oh!
Yeah,
we are
we
still
won.
here. We are
won.
still here.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to explain how we managed to win the last Clash of the Creators event. First I want to explain what Clash of the Creators is. It's a live streaming event organized by Suzume Void for the Hermitcraft server in cooperation with the Monumenta server and Plagiatus. The event happens every last Sunday each month. A lot of participants are live streaming it, and teams of 4 compete in this unique advancement race. This time we had the privilege to compete as a Psycraft team at the event. So I was teaming up with Gnemmon, Panic, and Helga Raquel. The goals and rules change each time for each event, so this time the advancements were focused on gearing up for the wizard fight and killing wizards. So in total there were 26 achievements you could get. The first team was granted 3 points and everyone else 2 points. So here I got some examples of the achievements this time. So you would, you had to obtain a shield, an arrow, an enchanting table, golden apple, gearing up for the wizard fight, diamond axe, diamond sword, power 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bow. And then also later you would get advancements for getting a wizard skull, getting soul sand, making a beacon, get a milk bucket, get rid of the wizarding effect, etc. So in total, just by getting achievements, you could get 78 points, but there was one special advancement. If you kill a wizard, you get 10 points, regardless how many you kill. But yeah, there was one downside to killing a wizard. Your health was decreased by 1 heart. So you have 10 at the beginning. If you kill 9, you only have 1 heart left, but you could kill more than 10 wizards even, because the minimum was basically 1 heart. Each of the 5 teams was sent to an identical world and started the race at the same time. The difficulty was normal, and in order to make it feasible to get multiple wizards within the 120 minutes we had time, the 100% drop rate for the wizard skeleton skull was added. Usually you only have a 2.5% chance to get a wizard skeleton skull if you kill a wizard skeleton without looting, so you would need to kill 40 on average, which would have made it almost impossible to even get 3 wizard skeleton skulls within that amount of time. So that's why this was increased to 100%. Before the event, I of course talked with the other Psycrafters about the possible strategy we want to use, and we quickly came to the conclusion that it might be feasible to not go for the normal achievements and completely focus on killing as many wizards as possible and getting as many wizard skeleton skulls as possible. So our whole strategy was basically hinging on finding a safe way to kill the wizard, ideally without losing a single heart of health. At this point, the best ways to kill a wizard safely were also known by the team that was creating the event, and they wanted to avoid that everybody would go for those. So that's probably here the easiest way to kill the wizard. If you have access to the end dimension, you just place an obsidian block here, you place a wall here, and then you can summon in the wizard safely. He's gonna be basically trapped below, and he can't even shoot out because he's completely encased in bedrock. So you just need to run away, wait for the initial explosion, and then you can safely kill the wizard here in survival. Easy. So in this advancement race, it was not possible to summon a wizard in the end dimension. Usually the next best choice would be to use the bedrock that you can find in the nether at the bedrock ceiling, but here randomness plays a big role. There are spots that are just as ideal for killing a wizard that are 100% safe, but also hard to come by because the randomness of the bedrock formation plays a big role. So the ideal spot would basically look like this. You got a 3x3 bedrock platform at the lowest block where it could generate. Then in the middle, you have no bedrock, and then you have bedrock on top again. And then you just need to place another wall here, and you can basically do the same as in the end dimension. You can safely summon him here. He's trapped in there, he can't shoot any skulls, and you can safely kill him here from below. But finding such a perfect spot is kind of tricky. It's also no longer possible to find one in advance. In all the Minecraft versions, the bedrock ceiling in the nether looked the same in every seed, but this is no longer the case. Now this is also randomized. And yeah, finding such a perfect spot would have been not feasible at all, but you can always go for the next best solution. So it really didn't take me long to find a good one here that we could use. It's not 100% safe, but would have been a really nice alternative. So here we got this triangle formation of bedrock that will shield us from any wither skulls. Then here we got a gap in the bedrock, which would basically trap the wizard here in between. Okay, then we just need to place a wall again and summon in the wizard. That should also give me some time to turn down the sound a little bit. Okay, that won't be as bad. And then you could basically go over here. It's gonna place down some blocks after the initial explosion. And try to kill him from here. Okay, survival. And this is relatively safe. And it's not hard usually to find such a spot. So in order to avoid cheesing the wizard like this, summoning a wizard in a nether dimension was also not possible. So that leaves us with only a single dimension where we could summon the wizard, the overworld. Of course, it's also feasible to find the perfect bedrock formation that allows you to kill the wizard safely, but it's definitely not feasible to go for this in the time we had. It would take a very long time to find such a spot. So it would kind of look very similar to the one in the nether dimension. So you need a 3x3 again, placed on an obsidian above, and then you need to be super lucky there's little bedrock below this, because you need to place down the soul sand and the wall and the wizard skeleton skulls. So here this already wouldn't be feasible. You would need this at least, and then still have some space to somehow place down soul sand and the wizard skeleton skulls. So this is definitely exists, such a spot, but it's very rare. Okay, there was also an additional rule because the creators also thought about it. Maybe somebody would go for this. So we weren't allowed to summon the wizard below ground. So it's just a gentleman's rule. You could still technically do it. The server would allow it, but yeah, of course we didn't go for this. Also, you usually have a huge advantage if you fight the wizard underground. So just dig out a small area, summon the wizard in there, and then usually you could quickly peek in, get a shot into the wizard, and it's just a lot easier to fight him underground. So this was also not allowed. So all the best ways to kill a wizard safely weren't really allowed. So we had to get creative within the given rules, of course, try another way to kill a wizard safely. Because we were also suspecting the other teams would come up with something to make killing the wizard easier. So one of the first ideas that was proposed by Cubic Meter and Helga was to use TNT duping, kill the wizard safely. So they made a little contraption. Just had to place some soul sand, then get out of the way so the wizard wouldn't track you. And yeah, he would just float down and be contained here in the water. Also had to be above the ocean so he wouldn't just track some animals that are nearby. And then we could use a TNT duper, drop down some TNT, and there goes. Wizard easily killed. So the whole redstone here was just a mock-up. We wouldn't have been able to build this in survival within 2 hours, because yeah, it's kind of tricky to get all the slime here for the slime blocks, or the coral fan might be hard to find, just a limited amount of time. So we would have needed to change some stuff about this here, which would definitely have been possible, but I was already suspecting that the whole setup wouldn't work in the first place, because the creator team was using a custom plugin to keep track of the advancements automatically. And it's usually only possible on a non-vanilla server, so Spigot or Paper. And yeah, we asked if we're playing on a vanilla server. The answer was no. We were indeed playing on a modded server. And there's also another difficulty when playing on those servers. They usually also mod the game in other areas. So by default, on Paper, TNT duping is fixed. So we couldn't use that in the first place. So we discussed even making a little creeper farm to get all the gunpowder and get the sand and not use TNT duping instead. But this would have been very expensive, especially as we planned to kill about 15 wizards. We also found out that another requirement for the plugin to work was that the wizard would be killed by a player directly. So any TNT dispenser setup also wouldn't have worked for us. So we're running really low on options, but I remembered a Wizard Cage design that I made 2 years ago in 1.14 and still is working up to this date. It's also very reliable. So far it has never failed me. So I made this Wizard Cage design for block breaking. So the idea would be that you could make a cobblestone farm. I think I was also starting on this over here. Yep, you could just push stone inside of the Wizard Cage, and then you could activate a dispenser that would shoot a snowball at the wizard in order to break those blocks. So the wizard has this block breaking attack in the 3x3 and 4 high area around himself. So any block that you place here, could even be obsidian, would be broken by this. So let's trigger the dispenser real quick. You can see it breaks it. I think I even made an obsidian farm using this concept once. So yeah, this is already pretty good. We can safely contain the wizard in its place. So it's contained by the fence gates here that are 1.5 blocks high. That keeps them nicely aligned in the center of the block here. And on top there's a boat on the wizard's head, which he can't push anywhere. So he can't move horizontally because of the fence gates, and he can't move vertically because of the boat on top. We couldn't use any block here on top to prevent the wizard from flying up, because that would also be affected by the block breaking attack. Can't even place one right now. But yeah, any block that we place here, for example a slab, would be broken by this block breaking attack. So that's why we had to use the entity. The cage is also safe because the wizard is distracted. So the main head, so the big one in the middle, is targeting the villager on this side, and the side heads are shooting their black skulls at the villager on this side. So there's never a chance that a blue skull would be created. So the wizard actually tries to pathfind towards this villager, but he is locked in. There's also a little technicality. Instead of just using one boat, there's actually 8 boats being used, and then a block on top of that. So this prevents the wizard from pushing up the boat. So there's basically not a single centimeter of space here in between. Boats really can go nowhere. So once you got this set up, you could even stand safely in survival next to the wizard. It doesn't really bother about you because he's focused on the villagers. But as soon as you try to attack him or kill him, his attention would shift. You can show that real quick. Trying to get a hit in, and now the main head is already tracking me. The side head's still trying to shoot at the villager. But yeah, the main head is basically the big problem here. So the next goal was trying to find a spot where we could attack the wizard from without him being able to shoot back at you. And the solution was to try it from below. So the setup basically looked like this. You could place a stone slab here and stand right there. From here, the hitbox of the wizard is visible, and you could attack him from here. Okay, let's try to quickly out in survival. We could safely hit him from here. There's a downside though. The main head is now targeting the player but can't reach him. The wizard does get bored after a while, and there is a chance he would start shooting the blue skulls again, but this chance in vanilla is really low. You can see the wizard shaking back and forth, but you don't bother about that. Just need to keep whacking him, and eventually he will be killed by the player. So that's all the requirements are met. The spawning wizard above ground, and he's getting killed by a player. There's also still another little issue. Once you kill the wizard, all the boats would fall down, and we need to set up everything again. There's also a little technicality. You need a dispenser to place the boat perfectly centered. That's why we had this setup here, which dispenses some water, and then a boat perfectly in the center. We would need to press this button 8 times, and then we could place a block above again. But yeah, this is a lot of work. I tried to come up with something better here instead of using 8 boats. Minecraft is still evolving, and a new block that was added after I designed this is the perfect solution for our problem here. So the setup we need is just to place some water here on the underside of the dispenser. You can press a button, get a boat, then shift right click to get the water back. And now we need to keep the boat basically aligned. The problem is a boat is a little higher than half a block. So it needs to be placed here on the bottom slab. And then it's just this one tiny pixel higher than a full block. So previously we just stacked 8 boats on top of each other, and then they would align with the underside of a full block. But yeah, there's actually a new block in the game, a lantern, which is perfect. I can show this over here. If we have a lantern and a full block, try fly up, being stop by the underside of the full block. The lantern, I can just fly 1 pixel higher. And if I place that above the boat, it's perfectly aligned. You couldn't push the boat up anymore. Instead of using 8 boats, we only need 1, and the lantern above. So the fewer blocks we use to build this here, the better. So when I designed this the first time, my main concern was to make it 100% reliable and as safe as possible. That's why I had additional obsidian here around, but it's actually not really necessary. Instead of obsidian, also over here, you can use normal stone blocks. Cobble is easily available because we have to mine for some iron anyway. So we can replace all the obsidian here just with stone. Here the stone and slab setup basically stops the initial black skulls that the main head would shoot at the villager. Also, yeah, if you would summon in a new wizard, this had to be open. So the idea is first the main head would be tracking the villagers, also able to shoot skulls at him. Then we close the trapdoor. Main head would still keep tracking the villager, but the side heads would shoot at the other villager instead, which is 1 block further out. Okay, so all of those obsidian blocks are unnecessary. The item collection here below anyway, we don't need that. We can get rid of all of that and try to make the design a bit slimmer. In the end, the design looked like this. Not a single obsidian block is used, and we also looked into alternatives for the villagers, because we weren't sure if there is a village nearby. It's usually easier to find a cow or a pig. So we had setups for pigs and cows. Here this pig is placed on top of a soul sand block. You could also use a chest if that's easily available. The setup for the cow would be to place it on either 4 snow layers or a flower pot. So we already had alternatives for the entities as well. Okay, so in order to summon in a wizard, you would need to place a slab here. The slab would later be broken, and just place some water. Activate the dispenser. Get it back, then place the lantern here on top. And then you can place the soul sand at the bottom. And the wizard skulls. And as soon as you summon in the wizard, you want to waterlog the slab here. The water will shield a lot of the blocks from the initial wizard explosion. So there we go, that's what you do in survival. The wizard also can't attack you yet. Now you would run over here in survival. Wait for the explosion. Then we go closer, get the water back, close the trapdoor. So now the side heads are targeting the other pig, and the main head is distracted. This is basically the wizard setup from before. And then you want to get a good sword. Ideally, obviously, a Smite 5 sword in order to take out the wizard. We also found out if you use this setup here, if you're crouching, we got trapdoors like this. You could walk up to this point here, do it really quick in survival. And you could even jump a little bit to get crit hits in. Needs a bit of practice, but yeah, this also helps to kill the wizard a bit quicker. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find a way to make this wizard cage 100% reliable, because still there is the random chance that a blue skull would be created. So the next thing we did, we tested this literally over 100 times. So entire hours I was standing here doing nothing else but perfecting my setup. In the end, it took me about 1 minute to summon and kill a wizard using this setup. So I got really good at this. Did it so often that, yeah, just became routine. There you go, get the water in. We can run over here. We also found out that you can actually activate the lever already while there's still water. Also saves a little bit of time. There we go. Take the water, and as you can see, you don't even take any damage, and then kill it using the crit attacks. Smite 5 would have been super helpful here. This way you can take down the wizard even quicker. Okay, the only problem is with the blue skulls, usually they get shot to the side, but sometimes the trajectory also points down, and then it could break one of the defense gates here at the bottom. And yeah, the thing about the blue skulls is they break everything. Waterlock blocks, obsidian, there's really no protection against it. But I killed about 150 wizards using this contraption in the preparation phase. And there was only a single time where we were so unlucky that a blue skull would hit the bottom and the wizard escaped. But we also had a backup plan for that. We had the plan to build a second of those wizard killing contraptions, since they're not really expensive. Mostly requires cobblestone, a little bit of iron here for the iron trapdoor, and the minecarts in order to bring up the picks and some rails. So that would have been the backup plan. Ideally, we also wanted to build both the wizard killing contraptions like this, so above an ocean or river, so you wouldn't get killed by fall damage, since they had to be a bit higher up. This was done in order to prevent the wizard from targeting any surrounding animals. That's why it was not built directly at surface. We also had a trick to get the picks up. So usually, if you have the rails like this, it's usually quite tedious to get the pick up without a lot of booster rails. But if you actually have the pick in a boat and you put this boat in a minecart, then it propels itself up. So this way we could get around, try and get gold for the booster rails. So the biggest obstacle was out of the way. We had a setup for a well-working, safe wizard killing contraption. This was still one big uncertainty playing on the modded server. So we were playing on a paper server, and everything could be different there, especially since you're able to install plugins that basically change everything. We even did a test run on a default paper server and killed about 3 wizards there, and the contraption was also working fine. So we could only hope that everything else would also be similar to vanilla. Our game plan roughly looked like this. The first 30 minutes we wanted to gather mostly iron and food for the wizard skeleton hunting in the nether, which will come next. So iron to at least have some iron protection, and the food, obviously you spend a lot of food running around to try and kill wizard skeletons. We also wanted to get a little bit of gunpowder and redstone so we could brew splash potions of fire resistance. Those would help a lot to deal with the blaze in the nether fortress. So the next hour, 3 of us would go to the nether and kill the wizard skeletons. The plan was to get around 45 to 60 wizard skeleton skulls to get 15 to 20 wizards, and Helge would build the wizard killing contraption. The last 30 minutes, I would use the contraption and kill the wizards, and the others would immediately build a backup, and then maybe also do some of the other achievements, which we didn't consider before at all. We also did a test run before the event, because usually we run into some issues I haven't thought about. That was definitely the case this time as well, so we are definitely prepared on competition day. I got some highlights from the live stream you can check out. So the first 30 minutes, everyone split up. Panic was mostly trying to gather food, while Helge, Glenman, and I were gathering iron. And we should also find some diamonds, so we can make a diamond pickaxe, which would make assembling the nether portal a lot easier. But I brought the typical mango luck and didn't find any diamonds. So in terms of iron, I got like 50. It's not enough. What do you guys have?
I should have enough bows. And I have 2 redstone for the dispensers.
How much iron do you guys have?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like 8.
Right.
Maybe
Why?
more.
How?
Yeah,
But I have lots of
find gold,
but I have
yeah.
lots of rails.
Yeah.
I have this gunpowder, but we may need a little bit more for sure.
How much do you have? We need only 3.
I have 2.
No, that's also enough. That's enough. So we don't need any more gunpowder, Panic. Go mining.
Yeah. I want to light a portal, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I found a cave. I will just...
I found another chest minecart, so we have another chest and another minecart.
At least Helga found our first diamonds after 24 minutes.
Diamonds. Yes.
Nice.
Hey,
How
nice.
many?
How many?
2, 3,
Yeah, that's good. That's
Awesome.
4. Yeah, 4 diamonds.
Oh, 5 would have been sweet.
Yeah.
So after 32 minutes, we finally had all the required materials to build the wizard killing contraption, and we were prepared to go to the Nether. We're going
let's
to the
go.
Nether.
Guys have enough armor? Food?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right
now
here.
just
Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Nether ward here.
okay, perfect. Work.
Nice. Okay, I will place down the brewing stand. Oh, we forgot the sand. Shit, I forgot it.
Oh.
Uh,
The next 60 minutes worked just as planned, so we found some magma cream and were able to brew some fire resistance potions, and we got 60 wizard skulls in total. Panic and I also managed to not die a single time.
So there is no strategy, just basically running around
Yeah.
looking for
You can
looking for
cheese
trouble.
the wizard skeletons just by playing placing a too high gap.
Yeah. We are still 4 blazes, yeah, or we are not?
we need one place, yeah.
Okay. I think there's a spawner. I found one, but it was like not in the best position to fight it.
Definitely don't risk stuff. Play it
Yeah.
safe. There's 2 again.
Nice. How's the... Okay, I think no one killed a widow so far, right? They just
No, because
spawned
it's
it
all
and all
at
died.
Yeah, it's all 0.
You got 16 skulls now in the chest. How many? Can
That's
you
3
drop
more.
3 off? Okay.
I dropped mine, but only one outside on the overworld side.
Okay. Okay, I'm here.
Let's all get in the hole.
Get in the hole.
I'm strolling. Okay. 6 minutes is okay.
I got also 5:30.
As planned, Helga also finished the wizard killing contraption with just a tiny mistake, and we're ready to start once we came back from the Nether.
I just hope that works.
Okay, either it works or not. Let's go for
Yeah,
it.
let's go for it. Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna see your stream so you can see how it works. Because I can't be there.
Good luck.
I will stay in distance just in case something goes wrong. Didn't explode yet? Nice. Looks good, right? Okay, now careful, we will lose hearts.
Yeah. Do you want me to bring all the pigs to the other constructions?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw
you
the
could do-
Nether star down. Somebody make a beacon.
Okay.
It's near the water,
Okay.
on the sand.
Okay.
At first, it looked like everything went according to the plan. I killed the first couple of wizards, but then I noticed something that worried me a lot. I saw a lot more blue skulls than in the vanilla testing I did. So usually in vanilla, I maybe saw a blue skull every 6th or 7th wizard, but this time I sometimes saw 2 or 3 blue skulls per wizard. Usually they were flying to the side and didn't do any damage, but I was really worried. So it seems like on a paper server, the rate of blue skulls got increased for some reason.
Yeah, it's there.
No, I only have 6 left.
I actually shot a blue skull, lost some
Okay.
stuff.
Rip.
6
Nothing
waves
broke,
left.
right?
Nothing important.
So here you go, grab some armor.
Thank you.
I have diorite if you...
Okay, Knemben, I will push a pick up. Careful, you're
Okay,
standing
I'll
there.
just move.
Okay, looking good.
Just do it.
After being dead last for most of the event, the inevitable had to happen. Too many blue skulls on the modded server for a wizard killing contraption. One of the wizards actually managed to break a block that set him free.
Yeah.
Yo. It Twitch died.
Whoa.
And do I hear?
Are you
Trap,
muted?
wizard loose, blue skull.
Ah, rip.
We have a
Just-
backup.
Yeah, we have backup. Just run away
Yep.
if possible.
Yep, running.
Run away in the opposite direction.
I managed to get my stuff back, but we lost valuable time. The Ravager team that also had a pretty good strategy to kill the wizard was taking the lead again. Now it was all about the second identical contraption working fine and having a little bit of luck with the blue skulls. I have the sword? Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Just watch the platform, it's a bit smaller there.
Yeah. Should I grab the stuff from the other killing platform?
Oh, what is the state of the trapdoor? I didn't check if it's open, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not powered. I was able to kill 3 more wizards for a total of 11. We were down to 1 heart. We took a close lead again, and then it had to happen. Yeah, I escaped.
Ah, rip.
Crap. Unfortunately, I was not prepared for that situation. I didn't have any fence gates items on me that I could place back down to keep the wizard in place there. And it really looked like the wizard would escape any moment. So that's why I decided to maybe try to catch the fence gate item and place it down again. But the wizard immediately tracked me and escaped anyway. The wizard wasn't really satisfied with escaping. He kept chasing after me and I only had 1 heart left, which in the end turned out to be quite lucky, but this way he was lured away from the pigs. And after doing a little bit of fixing up, we could use the wizard cage again.
Okay.
So
It's
Oh,
over.
it's not going for the... Oh, now it's going. Yeah.
Crap. Yeah, it's
Did you
different
try
than
to
vanilla.
fight it?
We
Try to
could,
fight it?
but 1 heart.
is the other setup usable?
No. Oh god, it's gonna kill me. I can lure it away, maybe you can use it.
Yeah. We can make it fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's go.
Uh,
I think the pig is still in there, right?
Yeah,
okay. I hear it maybe. Or the other one. Do you have
Can Lemon,
blocks there, guys?
Lemon run, I'm gonna
Okay.
distract it.
Do you have the skulls on you?
Yes, it's the problem.
Do you?
I'm gonna go in a cave.
Okay.
I think it got distracted. No, it's still following. Oh wait, crap. Crap!
Where are you?
In the forest.
I'll try to grab his attention.
Yeah.
Okay. I can just sacrifice myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sink it.
With the
Yeah, okay. No longer paying attention to me. Okay, let's fix this thing. Let's try again.
Yeah, I think I already fixed it.
Sweet. Mhm.
Should we try to fix the other one in case? Yeah, we have
Yeah.
7 minutes left. So.
Yeah. It's maybe you could run
No.
over there and just.
There's another
This-
wither there, that's a problem.
we can try to move it away. It will be a progress.
Yeah. nothing
I
to
mean,
do.
it's just 3 more
7 days. Yeah.
withers, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Can you get
near
to
5 more.
After I managed to escape with a single heart, it looked like we would be back in business again. So I managed to kill 2 more wizards, while the others were actually fixing up the first contraption. They lured the first wizard that escaped away, and then it had to happen again. Another wizard got loose. Crap, it's gone. Okay,
Okay.
I'm dead.
That's it.
Okay.
okay, that's it.
That's it.
Did our best.
6 more minutes.
Yeah.
The items also died, right?
Yeah. It's,
No, there are a lot of items still up there. I just spawned up there. If you get it away, I can get the
Yeah,
skulls.
the other one could be fixed in a few minutes.
okay.
We have 5
If
minutes.
you,
5 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, if you have cobblestone, if someone brings
No, it
cobblestone,
broke the bed. Oh, damn.
if someone has
Is it-
cobblestone, we can continue.
I have
here.
cobblestone.
I need 5 cobblestone or so. It's not much.
Okay, I'm running to you. Somebody else has to try to get the skulls up.
Oh,
there.
nether bricks also work, right?
Trying to get my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just having one.
I didn't catch the items, the skulls.
Ah, rip.
They're up there still.
Yeah, they're up there.
Well,
They're,
it's all, the only
they're
thing I
on the
can do.
platform. I saw
Yeah.
the skulls there.
Yep.
If you can lure the wither away, one.
At least try to kill the stray with us.
No.
Yeah,
Forget it.
no chance.
No.
Do you have blocks? Panic.
I
to
have,
fix it.
I fixed it now.
Okay, I'm gonna try to help Manko. Just fight till the last minute.
Good shot, better wizard there. Had no chance. At this point, we looked like we couldn't kill another wizard. And if the Ravager team would manage to kill 2 more, they would take the win. But then Helga came to the rescue.
3:50. 3 minutes 50 seconds.
Does a wooden slab also work for the wither? Right above the wither?
Do you
We
need
got it.
cobblestone?
Nice. We got it.
Nice, okay, come back then.
Yeah, I just got stuff and dropped to the ground just to get it on there.
Do I have the important parts? Yes.
I have everything here, you can...
Where's my
Come here.
lantern? Do you have lanterns?
Yeah, I have everything prepared. You just
Okay.
have to come in,
Okay.
careful with the wither at the bottom, and then just come in. Maybe we
Okay.
can get one more.
Yep.
Where is the weather at the bottom, roughly?
It's in a s-
Behind the pillar, basically. Gnemon, you
Okay.
wouldn't be worse for you to come here, to be honest.
Wouldn't be
I
yeah.
actually got lanterns. Okay.
But you can come up here. Everything is here, yeah.
Yeah.
Have everything.
3 minutes. We can maybe kill 1 or 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just come up now.
Oh, they're getting close.
They're getting close. They also do that.
Mm.
Did the same thing.
Come on, we have to kill one more, then we are safe.
Wing. Is the boat in place?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Also
spawn it
water bucket
right
here.
away. Gonna.
Yeah, also
I got a water
bucket.
bucket myself. Yeah, gonna spawn it right away.
Trapdoor is... I will open it. You can just go in, yeah.
So the view is not blocked by the trapdoor.
No, it's
Okay.
open.
Wait. Let's go for it. All or nothing.
Have the sword?
Yep.
Okay.
Step back.
Yeah, I will go.
Okay.
Let's just hope we get one more. That would be fun.
Mm. I'm just doing my-
Oh, please! More hits.
Yes!
Go for another one, go for another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have 1
If
more
you're
minute.
fast enough.
I need slabs. I need stone slabs.
Oh shit, I don't...
Wait, I
If
can place a
I
normal
would-
block instead. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Pickaxe. Come on. No.
Okay.
1 minute. I can get this. There's no boat inside. I can get this. Soul sand. Come on. Come on. No food. There's food. Okay.
9.
No.
No!
Oh,
Did we win?
okay, but
we win?
We win.
We win,
one,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah,
we are
we
still
won.
here. We
won.
are still here.
Yeah. So to go
Nice.
to the lobby.
That was definitely a nail biter there in the end. We almost managed to kill 15 Swizzer, but we had enough points already to win the competition. So all the preparation we did definitely paid off. Pretty much everything went according to the plan. Even the Wizard escaping, we had a plan for that with the second Wizard killing contraption. So yeah, we're really happy how everything played out in the end. We also had a ton of fun, thanks to Zuma, the whole organization team, and also the other participants for setting up this event. We are looking forward to maybe participating again if possible. But that's it for today. Thanks guys for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.